patients at Shriners Hospital will become ninja warriors.
The obstacle event will allow patients to run through that course designed just for them. Krem 2's Matt Vergara joins us now live with a preview. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm here at Shriners Hospitals for Children, and you know, the event starts today, 11 a.m., going till 1 p.m., and it all started when a local ninja warrior, Chris Moore from Coeur d'Alene, went on the show.
4-year-old Chris Moore brought his six-pack abs to the city finals for the second straight year. This guy is in phenomenal shape, especially considering his age.
That guy jumping on the blocks there, that's Chris Moore from Coeur d'Alene. He makes artificial limbs and braces. He's been on the hit obstacle show for the last 2 years, and every year he's pledged his winnings to Shriners. But this is the first year for Shriners Ninja Warrior, and all to thank more and to celebrate that new relationship. Now, I'm told that this event will really show that the kids at Shriners are pushing the limits every day. And joining me is the man with the six-pack abs, the Ninja Warrior himself, Chris Moore. Thanks for joining us this morning, Chris. Yeah, of course. First, how was your experience on the show? You were telling me that it looks a lot hard. It is a lot harder than it looks.
Right from the couch, it's like, oh, I can do that. But when you link all the obstacles together, put them 30 feet off the ground, and do it in the middle of the night with people watching, makes it a fair bit more challenging than I expected. But it's a ton of fun, and both the crew of the show as well as the other competitors are pretty amazing and fun to be around. So I had a good time.
Now, you were telling me you went on the show for Shriners. That was your purpose.
Sure, this was all about Shriners. You know, I've always kind of liked to do crazy stuff, but I just did it myself in the gym or at the park or at the playground with my kids. And it wasn't until I realized how much money they give away that I thought, man, that'd go a long way for my favorite hospital, Shriners Hospitals for Children. And so it's always been about trying to win money or at least attention for Shriners Hospital. That's been my only motivation to go on the show, and continues to be that.
And you're kind of close to it. I mean, you make artificial limbs for a living.
Right. So I see a lot of, particularly with the changes in health insurances and coverages, I see a lot of more expense in just the cost of healthcare, but also the changes in people's coverages. And so you see patients and families who have higher deductibles that make too much for state assistance and Medicaid, but not enough to be comfortable paying their deductibles sometimes. These can be $10,000 a pop. And Shriners is kind of the last golden parachute. So they will work with families if a family needs something, a child needs something, and they can't afford it, the kid still gets it. So that parents don't have to make financial decisions about medical coverage. If the kid needs it, they need to get it. Mm-hmm. And Shriners is of that mindset.
Now, you told me you were a little disappointed with your performance this year on the show. You looking to make a comeback next year?
Well, you know, last year I said I wouldn't go back, and I did. And so this year, I'm not going to make a decision on that. We'll see where my family is at and where my work schedule and things are. Ultimately, we would have to benefit Shriners, or I'm not as interested in it. This season was hard. My qualifying run was great, and I blew through the obstacle that I didn't pay much attention to in finals, and it ended up being the one that got me, because I was thinking way past that and just made a mental error and kind of hurt my ego a little bit. But it's still fun, and hopefully it draws some attention for Shriners anyway.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you, and thanks for what you do. A lot of fun going to happen here later this morning, but for now, I'll send it back to the studio. At Shriners, I'm Matt Vergara, Krem 2 News.
Matt, thank you so much. Chris has been on the show before, in front of the show. He's a stud, and he's doing great, still giving back, and that's the whole point, is to raise funds and awareness for that.
And I noticed we didn't see a little showdown or face-off between Matt and Chris.
Matt's probably like, we'll do that commercial break.
Exactly.
8:09 the time now. Coming up, what went wrong with last night's Hawks game? Tony Black is back